Gotta check for that first. Okay, so that shouldn't be. That should be safe. Little grumpy unicorn. How most people feel at work. If anybody knows anything about this, this is the abuse survivor with the Fire Lotus. I think it was the Grammys. Lady Gaga and her troupe got this. Got each of them got that tattooed on them. I forget the lady's name that designed the Fire Lotus. I believe it's in my post on my shop. But yeah, that's a assault survivor. Fire Lotus. Or Fire Rose. I always say Lotus. I don't know why. See, I'm always worried that I'm leaving somebody out. Mercury with the gay male. I'm just clicking through this because I don't know if I can click through the news too much. With Trump, it's the same shit, different day. It's all just a lie, so. And I'm trying to make sure my streams stay active. And trying to figure out what interests people. If you'd like to know more about this, is this going to bring more people in? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. I know I slept last night, but geez. I guess I could briefly touch on this. This is what it's posted as is a kneeling Kajira. And if you know what a Kajira is, that's all I have to say. And that is a Kajiran Kef. And due to some of the stigmas on it, that's as far as I'm going to say with that. And then somebody custom ordered this one because they wanted it a little bit more intricate. I like how it turned out. Yep, there's her order right there. So that's what the keychains look like when they show up. She was so happy. I don't even know if I should leave this up on my store. Nobody seems to have any interest in that. I didn't even make it. Somebody sent me that photo to make the keychain, and then they never ordered it. That one I'm surprised doesn't get sold more often. Something more people need to keep up with. See, this would be for me. The neurodivergent infinity. If you have any questions about my neurodivergence, autism, what all that, just ask. I am an open book. Just expect me to be blunt and honest. I like this with the black background. I like the way that photo turned out. It had to be used for something. Oh. Now, this is the feminist lesbian. I think it's called. I can't remember. Again, not well known. But with the lesbian flag and the lapper symbol. That's a new one that I just made. And then the Levana. I am bad with words, so lambda. All I can think is it's like the Revenge of the Nerds. That's the word. But yeah, this was actually created right after. What's the wall? God, I can't think of the big disaster in the 70s. If you know, throw it out there. Stonewall. I believe it's Stonewall riots. Can't remember. Yeah, it might have been Stonewall. I can't remember. But yeah, again, not used very often. I've always liked it. Ding, ding, ding. That's one that I have. Won't go into too much explanation on that one. But yeah, I have nothing else to. I can't think of anything else to do, so I'm just scrolling through some of my items, trying to get thoughts and ideas. If anybody has any more thoughts and ideas, just share them with me. I'm trying to figure out if I'm missing something. Trying to make sure I covered everything when I made these. Because I'd like to make it to where they can have a set. Where they have a necklace, a keychain, and then the little clip-on thing to put on their baggage, purse, whatever. One of those. But I made so many variations. And some of them just don't look right. But yeah, all these, or this one I've had out on my Etsy forever. Same with that one. And Medusa, again, if you know the symbolism of Medusa. But yeah, I'm just kind of clicking through. Nothing else to do. This is definitely making me antsy for wait or Neo coming up. Half of my friends at Neo are the inspiration for most of these. One of the groups at Neo, I got to give that keychain to. The symbol that got it all, got my whole Etsy started at Wasteland because I had nothing to barter. So I engraved this onto a whole bunch of leather patches. By day one, they were all gone. I had a whole bunch of nifty little caps and swag, so I don't regret it. Got home and started my little Etsy shop years ago. But that's the reason for the name, Bad at Flirting. See, I'm starting to suspect that maybe I made duplicates. Is that video even done? I am on an old freaking computer. Nope, not yet. 96%. Oh my god, that thing is taking forever. See another image that somebody sent me because they wanted the keychain. Never ordered it. Yeah, no, not right now. Another little tiger. Just a basic pride tiger. So hopefully whoever sees this afterwards will follow and come in, even if I'm playing a game, and give me honest opinions, thoughts, ideas, whatever. And as you see from the number of these keychains and baubles, keychains and necklaces, I haven't slept very well in the past 24 hours, 48 hours. But I do like the Pride Tigers. Another kneeling Kajira. I think that's almost all of them. And there's mine. So yeah, it's one of those. Anybody that comes in and doesn't know if I'm pride positive or not, they'll find out pretty quick. I have been fighting some of the pride issues for longer than a lot of people know. Oh, that's it. Okay. So that's all that I've made in the past almost 48 hours. I mean, it's not like I had to remake each one. It was one of those making one symbol and then attaching it to different, trying to figure out what it would go well on. So yeah, it's one of those I would love to hear thoughts and opinions on them. Because I am a bad judge of what other people want, like, and all that. I thought that said Stormtrooper for a second. That's a little bit better. Oh, some positive news. How about that? But I'll use that. Ring-tailed glider. I thought we had those. Didn't we have ring-tailed gliders? Or is the ring-tailed gliders we have not marsupial? I don't know. I'm keeping it a secret, but all you have to do is just find out where nothing's allowed to happen anymore. But yeah, I've never heard of a long-fingered possum. Oh, I'll be right back. So yeah, almost an hour of it rendering 1 minute video. Either I added way too much to it or something, but I am definitely not doing any more. There you go. Now you got a little bit of music. So have you heard anything good on the news or bad or nobody's touching on that they need to? I would love to hear it. Okay, let's see. See, I think they're just regenerating news stories at this way. Whatever, he started the war just so he could say he got a peace deal. I don't believe what he's saying. But again, anything he says, can't believe. So I know that they can do it on your phone, but back growing up, emergency broadcast could cut through onto your TV, have presidential announcement, da 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 da. But when was the last time you've seen something like they can't cut into your streaming, so they can't pop over on your Netflix, YouTubes, or anything like that. So is the phone that the only way that they can do emergency announcements besides the horns, air raid sirens that nobody listens to anymore? Makes me wonder what would happen if a nuclear war actually happened. They have really, I would love to know what type of thing that they got in play to let everybody know what's going on quickly versus a Facebook post and a Twitter post. Got to be something. You would hope, anyway. But I don't know if they do. But you would think that when this started, there'd be an emergency break-in announcement type thing. But yeah, I haven't seen anything like that. Shit, I don't remember the last time I saw it. Who was president? If you know, let me know. Anything exciting going on in artificial intelligence? That one I looked over yesterday. Still do not understand what type of prompts he was giving it to make it think, tell him where, make it think that it's real. Safety after ChatGPT account linked to Jesse Vaughn. I don't know anything about Tumblr Ridge. Must have missed that one. And honestly, Canada can't rule out military participation in the Iran war. Should other countries get involved with a war that Trump started? The hell is going on outside? That's a lot of things. I have no clue. I don't see anything. One of those, there is a benefit to being in the low volt security camera field. 'Cause I can see almost all the way around my house. There's only one blind spot, and I'm not telling anybody where it is. I think it's a storm rolling in. It is still rendering. Okay, no, I'm done with that. No, close, go away. I've had a lot of problems with CapCut. Uh, I don't know, maybe it's just me. When it comes to that stuff, I'm not really good at it, but I'm trying to learn. So yeah, it's all pretty much the same news. But other than me working on the projects, I don't really have a lot going on right now. Like I said, I spent way too much time heads down making those to where my brain cannot handle video games today, or at least none like that. And I mean, I could play Total Annihilation. That's low action, but it's one of the old games that most people don't have interest in. But definitely like to hear more from any ideas, views. If change my back, that way you're not just looking at it at that. There we go. Kind of a Neo vibe, or Neotropolis coming up. So what if I left this on? Anybody that wants to chat, what do you think? Is it a good background to leave running? That way I can still sit here and do work on the projects that I'm working on and not worry about my stream being flooded with a whole bunch of windows and everything. But I can still watch and talk to anybody that hops on. Jeez, I talk about emergency announcements, and all of a sudden my phone's going off all over the place about the weather. It is not that bad outside. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I will start making a lot of money again. Be back on the road working. The doctor will give me the go ahead. Be back on the road working. Quickly save up for the box truck. Because one thing I never probably haven't mentioned is when I do the box truck, when I go to help, natural disasters, flooding, fires, whatever, is usually I'm there representing the pride community or being somebody that they can lean on. Because I don't know about you, but the Red Cross and the Salvation Army don't really have a good rapport with some of the pride groups. So they get left out. So that's the reason why I started helping out with disasters and everything. But it's one of those I'm not going to pick and choose a disaster because, only greats are in that area, whatever. I'll go help out anybody. And when I get the box truck, hopefully I have a whole bunch of followers to help write their names all over my truck. Because that's my goal is every follower I have, it will have their name put on my truck somewhere, somehow. Iran attacked Israel and American bases on Thursday and has threatened the United States for torpedoing an Iranian warship in the Indian Ocean. I will say I'm definitely here for all the pride gun owners coming out. I love it. Oh, somebody's got one of my patches put on their tactical vest. I love it. I love it. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to out them that much, but yeah. Three of the four largest Gulf economies, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Kuwait, are discussing withdrawing from the U.S. and other international investments as the economic toll from the war grows. Oh, that's not good. Okay, maybe we did get more rain than I thought. Dallas did anyway. Over 3 feet of rain clogged the drain off of Highway 80. So many cars buried in the water. Kind of glad I picked the background music I did with this after burning out my brain. Kind of nice and relaxing. They've got Neocreds ready for Neotropolis. If you don't know anything about Neotropolis, you should definitely look it up. I love doing the build for that and making that whole thing come around. Being one of the hundreds of people that come out to make events like that happen. Oh, good. My Neocreds didn't expire. I'm not going to be going to Neotropolis broke. I need to barter for some bounty hunters. There's a couple people I need captured. And if you end up watching the stream, you know who you are and you know why you're getting captured. So, given the state of the U.S. right now, what's a good movie to watch besides Idiocracy? But I might be calling the stream early tonight. My brain is still kind of fuzzy, mush, and there's nobody here, so not a whole lot to talk about. But if you're on the stream, you got the 25% off. That's good for 48 hours.